Alrighty, so we have what is a banger of a fight here. Muslim Salikhov versus Francisco Trinaldo. Trinaldo making his welterweight debut. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Salikhov on a 4-fight win streak. Debatable whether he won that last fight, but still. Zaleski dos Santos, he's good. He's a good fighter. And Salikhov's coming in with a 2-inch height advantage. Trinaldo, both these guys are quite old. But Trinaldo is old. He's nearly 43 years old. Salikhov's 37, but Trinaldo is old. But anyway, both these guys got skills. We'll break down the striking. So Trinaldo, he likes to be on the front foot. He comes in that southpaw stance. He loves throwing that counter two. He's always fighting for the outside foot, just so he can get the angle he wants for that counter two and also the straight left. But I feel like he can get a little predictable with, the straight left and the counter two. It's about 70 to 80% of his offense. So Salikhov, I feel like he's going to get the read of that. He comes from that Sunda background. He's got a extensive kickboxing record. He utilizes a lot of feints. He tries to bait stuff out of you. And I feel like he's going to look to bait that two out of Masaranduba and then look for a two of his own. He has a nice counter two or a slip two of his own. Real nice kicking game as well. And he knows where he has to be for his kicking game to be at its utmost best, and that's in the center of the octagon. And he looks to control the center of the octagon just to get space for his kicks. So then he'll start walking opponents onto his spinning back kick to the body. He'll even go spinning back kick to the head. He's got a nice body kick versus southpaw opponents. I think that's going to be on all day against Trinaldo, and just a really nice striker in my opinion. And Trinaldo will look to mix it up. Salikhov not too much, doesn't really look for takedowns that often unless he's hurt. But yeah, I think Trinaldo mixes it up quite a bit more. He goes for the outside leg trip in the clinch. If opponents try and take him down, he'll just look to grab the front headlock and just stall in that position for a little bit. Just try and, just win some minutes pretty much. Had these guys win fights, so for Trinaldo, he knows how to win decisions. Like, he's 9-4 in decisions in the UFC, so, he knows how to win them, he knows how to play the game. He's quite durable as well, even, he's getting up there in age. And he's getting up there. For Salikhov, he has good strike and defense, and he has good management of distance, and knows how to control the range very well. And he rarely ever takes the full brunt of a punch. He's good at rolling, he's good at slipping punches. Yeah, he's got good strike and defense in my opinion. Had these guys lose fights, so for Salikhov, it's that he can be quite low volume when he's looking for, the perfect shot and all that kind of stuff. And for Trinaldo, it's that he can be controlled on the ground for long periods of time when you take him down. And past to victory for these two, so for Trinaldo, I think he should look to come in here with the heavy pressure, so, Salikhov can't get his kicking game off. And for Salikhov, look to keep the center of the octagon and look to control the range and walk him onto your shots. I feel like the spinning back kick to the body is going to be there all day. Trinaldo, he pretty much just comes forward in quite a linear manner, so I feel like the spinning back kick to the body is going to be quite open for him in this fight. And also, if Trinaldo gets a little too over-aggressive, like with his forward pressure, then look to reactive double and put Trinaldo on his butt, and then look for some top control maybe. And for Trinaldo, look to mix in takedowns as well. Although I don't think he's going to be able to get Salikhov down. I think Salikhov's takedown defenses look, much improved since the Garcia fight. I do think it's good just to mix it in. How I see the fight playing out. So, I imagine this is going to be a very technical, but quite a low volume affair. I think mostly playing out in the feet, counter striker versus counter striker could be quite low volume. On the feet, I favour Salikhov. I think he's sharper, he's bigger in size, and I think he mixes it up a lot more than Trinaldo. And I'm not sure if Trinaldo is going to be able to pressure Salikhov here, and even if he does, unless it's suffocating pressure, it just plays right into Salikhov's game. If Trinaldo just walks forward like he normally does in a linear fashion, I think it just plays right into Salikhov's game and the spinning techniques that Salikhov's going to want to throw back at him. Both these guys have quite mediocre cardio, but I can just see Trinaldo's cardio and durability just completely falling off any day now. Like, he's nearly 43, it's got to happen soon. Like, that chin's got to just go overnight. Like, that cardio is going to go overnight, and it's going to happen any day soon. But he's been insanely durable in his career. In his 15-year, 33-fight career, he's never been finished by strikes. And will Salikhov be the first one to do so? The power of welterweights is much different than the power of lightweights, so, possibly. For the most part, I think it's going to be a battle of the counter two, and I think Salikhov will have much more success as he actually moves his head off the center line when he fires the counter two. Also think he's going to be beating Trinaldo to the punch. I think he's quicker. and I think he's going to have a lot more power behind his counter too as well. But the thing with Salikhov is that you can beat him minute by minute. Like, he has that low volume, he's generally looking for the perfect shot, and he can be a little, low volume if you're not giving him the fight that he wants. And even a guy like Ricky Rainey beat him in round 1 on the feet, just by being active and getting in his face. So that's, the path to victory for Trinaldo here. As I said before, he knows how to win decisions, he knows how to play the game, so we could see a veteran performance here from Trinaldo, but overall I do think Salikhov does win, and the gut feeling is that he kind of just murks Trinaldo with one of those slip twos. But, probably by decision. I'd say decision happens a lot, but I do feel like he KOs him quite a bit here as well, and hands Trinaldo his first finish by strikes in his career. Yeah, so the prediction is Salikhov by KO. I think he hits him with that counter right, as we talked about before. But, line's probably a little bit wide. Like, he isn't a good volume guy. Like, he could get outpointed by Trinaldo. Like, Trinaldo's a vet, and he's probably going to be able to make things quite competitive. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't trust Salikhov at this price. Maybe there's a little value on the dog and Trinaldo, but yeah, probably not looking to bet this fight. Maybe if Trinaldo's price keeps going up, I'll have to bet him just by obligation. But yeah, I don't really want to bet Salikhov at that price, but I do think he wins.